taking notice. Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Rip left, rip left.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Bravo!
Mike 3.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Zebra.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Ain't no such thing as a hunt.
After the interception, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go, D. Check, 59. 59.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll find Metcalf.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
59. 6 man. Check curls. Mike 5'9".
Throwing again on second down. Wilson steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 40. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. At 58.
From the shotgun, Wilson. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 27 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now McKinnon to start the drive. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. 3rd and short, McKinnon. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tariq Cohen, an even 90 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
11. Go.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now Garoppolo leads for McKinnon on the draw. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 2nd and inches, Garoppolo back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's now third down and less than a yard.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 13 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Bears 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and it's 3rd and short.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Got to do better. 59, Mike, 59.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Good lady.
And the Seahawks first down.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
Back.
Hey, 0. Slow down.
Mike 59. Check. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Watch it.
Now Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
Hey, 0.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
On first down, Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He got 29 yards that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Wilson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Blowing that play up for Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
gun. Gun.
Hey, 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Bring it. 58's the mic.
Hustle.
Come on.
Second down and goal. Wilson forced out to his left. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. They'll come out in the pistol.
Mike, 58, right there. 65.
40.
58's the mic. That's it. 58's the mic. I'm coming. 58, boys.
On third and goal, Wilson buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now you got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
11. Hey. High 7.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd down.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Your trip is here.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
It's out time. Sponge. No. SOS. Hey, alert 3. He's checking.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Touch 50, touch 50.
Now Wilson on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mike to 59.
There we go, guys. 4 down, 4 down.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Check 52. Mike's 59.
12.
59.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
45, 45. No.
40.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. From the gun, it's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bears take over.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyrell Williams, 75 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Zerline good with a PAT. And this is back to an 8-point game.
Bears 14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Come get some.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
50. Mike, 58, right there. Danny. Switch.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
58, come on.
14, run it.
Focus, defense. 58, boys, 58, Mike.
Throwing on second down. Wilson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Get that quarterback. And off.
Look.
Mike's 59. Watch the run. Mike's 59.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Yeah. 58, boys, 58. Mama. Nice, sweetheart.
To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. There he goes, left side. And they will score. A pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out of. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And a cut to, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tariq Cohen. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Hey, gun.
Here we go, D, get up.
Dig, man.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Go ahead.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Around the NFL, third quarter from Foxborough. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Check.
Hey. Run left.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Watch the out. 58 is the mic. 58 is the mic. Get that.
Four down.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. They'll give him a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Eluding the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
One flip.
Check the call, check the call.
Friday.
58 to Mike. Let's go, let's get this ball back.
Wilson going to throw on third and goal. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
Well, I've got to give him some credit there. He tried to sell the out route. He tried to sell it hard. And as a receiver, what you're really trying to do is maneuver a defender inside to give yourself a little more cushion breaking to the out. But how about the defender reading it really well, not buying the fake or the maneuver inside, and getting to the sideline and helping break up the pass?
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. On second and 10, Garoppolo. This is caught by Williams. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. There's Garoppolo to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold. And the pressure gets to him again. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on third and long? Garoppolo looks to throw, and that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
4 down.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Now Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Bears 22.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits, create some more natural running lanes. Might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking schemes.
The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12.
12, fellas, here we go. 0-0, Mike 3.
Garoppolo now. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So the victory here for Seattle. And with that,